Tim.
I'm Josh.
And welcome back to the Breaking Bad podcast, where, despite the fact that the Romans invented it some 1,000 years ago, central heating is at a premium. So we're both wearing big, thick, out of wear today. How are you doing, man? Sorry, I say this every week, but I didn't really sleep that well last night. So
I was actually
quite more neurotic than usual.
Pleasantly surprised with the temperature change today.
It's all right, isn't it, today?
I was filming yesterday, -2 degrees outside all day.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't feel my toes. I thought my penis were going to fall off. I was going to invest in a willy warmer. Like, I was fucking freezing, mate.
It's bad your moustache didn't fall off, to be fair.
I've been trying to grow them. I'm working towards it. I've let everything else grow out now.
Yeah, but
and then I'm going to cut it in, you know.
Yeah, but the chin is more the chin's, you grow more on your chin than you do on your upper lip, so you sort of.
And it grows like out of proportion.
It's the other way around. Well, that happens to everyone, but it's the other way around now.
Also, November's over now, so
yeah,
a bit too late.
Maybe if I start now, I'll be good for next November.
So then you're gonna have to cut in the moustache for a whole year. That was the real bet. I don't think Danielle would stand that, would she?
No, I don't think so.
Comments.
It's time for
I'm on the ball today.
You, eh?
I knew there was something that happened early doors.
First comment from Paddy Lavin, or Lavin. I don't watch because of the eating, which is admittedly very impressive. I watch for the entertainment value. You're very funny. The rest of the boys have been a great addition to what is now 3 channels. 7 o'clock on a Sunday has now become a tradition.
That has to be. Is that one of your accounts?
I avoid
that. Sounds too commonsensical to be a real person on the internet. But Paddy, if you are a real person, thank you very much. That really means a lot. Thank you.
Next comment from JC. The pod is going.
Jesus Christ! Good Lord.
The pod is going from strength to strength. The random chat and Mickey taking is what the core audience loves. Keep making each other laugh and keep up the good work, you three.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? These they can't all be positive. Give us a bad one, George. Come on.
All right. Bunny Ford says, I'm on Adam's side about Josh's moustache, since I didn't even notice anything different about Josh's face until you started talking about it.
Fair.
Also, I was fortunate enough to meet John Candy when I was 16. I was an extra in the hockey scene of Canadian Bacon, and when he came in to walk to his seat, he stopped and talked to everyone standing around. He was such an amazing human.
What a nice dude. Interesting story, isn't it?
It's cool, that.
Yeah. Is that
it? Joel Wazsinger says, Rabelaisian, now you're just flexing. But I approve. Nice for an influencer to have an education. Congrats on the new channel, lads. Watched and subscribed and looking forward to more.
Not an influencer, but yeah, I think the one I was this, but the only benefit to having a totally useless non-vocational degree in English literature is that you should have a reasonably good vocabulary to the point that it makes you sound far more intelligent than you really are. So yeah, I threw Rabelaisian in there for just for kicks last week.
Have you ever done any sort of like creative writing or anything like that?
Well, apart from the hugely successful Christmas parody songs that have come out. No, mate, no, I couldn't. I keep getting emails from this company asking me to write a book. Actually,
what, like a biography? Or
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know what they wanted. I'm like, look, man, I'm not that interested, and I don't have the time to write a book. They're like, we could employ a ghostwriter. I'm like, all right, we'll just get somebody to write a book about me. You want to fucking buy the rights to my life? Like, it's not really that interesting. I'll sell you for fucking a bag of skips.
She said, sure, just go ask Danny, he'll do a book.
It's interesting that you've, like, because of how successful you've been with your channel and everything, like, and you look at other people, I mean, Gary Eats has got a book, for fuck's sake, you know. Like,
has he?
Yeah. And his channel's relatively new compared to yours, you know. Yeah,
but I think a part of it is, it feeds into that. I think in general, I'd say people that are public figures, especially when it comes to YouTube, you're often asked if you want to, or offered things from the point at which you get even a small audience, and I think the majority of people have some sort of vested interest in sort of proliferating their brand to some extent. Whereas to me, it's the opposite. I think a lot of people would receive that, and quite rightly would think, "Oh, that's nice. People want to hear about me." Whereas to me, when I get that offer, I kind of think like that. My life's not really that interesting, and I don't really like to commodify things. I closed down the Teespring shop as well this week, actually. So I'm like the opposite. I'm trying to like reduce.
Has it stopped working, Teespring?
I just noticed that they don't. I mean, I only did it anyway because it's sort of a bit of a kick to see people. I made like fucking 13p per item. You know, 'cause you basically just upload a logo and they take care of all the customer service. But I found out that the basic people weren't getting the stuff that they ordered.
Yeah.
And they weren't even paying. I had looked at like the last 2 payouts and hadn't paid me out
For
like
it,
the meager, you know, the money that you make from it. But yeah, the more important thing was that people just would message me, and I'm like, look, I've got nothing to do with it, so I just close it down. I'm thinking, I don't really need. Why would anyone want
It's
a T-shirt
interesting,
anyway?
'cause I mean, like when we, because we joked about making that Google that George T-shirts and stuff, and I saw you were on Teespring, and if you recall, I was like, oh, we'll make a Teespring for. We're probably digging them out a bit. I think I don't
give a fuck. Dig them out if you're not giving people what they paid for.
I thought, oh, we'll just try it. But before we send it live, I thought, oh, I'll order the products and just see what they look like to make sure like a bit of a quality control thing. They never actually came.
Yeah.
They never ever came. So I'm like, well, then we can't do it, you know? Like we can't make a T-shirt or a...
When I first started doing it, I remember like them approaching me and saying, "Do you want to do this?" And because you could, at the time anyway, it was the only thing that would appear as like they had like what they call
the
a
little
merch
tabs.
shelf below your video. I thought that's cool, and like I don't have to do anything other than upload a logo or something.
Yeah.
And actually, at the start, they were perfectly proficient. You know what I mean? Like everything worked, and the comms are quite good. So when people would get things would go missing, they'd speak to them and they'd work it out. And then I think I don't know what happened with the company. I think something happened, like they were sold or bought, and they don't have enough staff now to actually do things, which is no excuse, but they still operate, so people are still giving them money, and they're just not delivering the goods, which naturally, when you do this, people don't realise that I don't really have anything to do with it.
And then they blame you.
And then, I get can you do anything? I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, they haven't paid me out either.
Yeah.
So I just close it down, and I there's no intention for me to set one up again. But what's the point from my perspective? You know, I do like a cookbook. Maybe like not like where I cook. You know, if they had like a chef or something, and they wanted just like recipes that I've sort of things that I would eat, and then a chef makes like a fancy version of it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be quite cool. But again, it'd take work and time, which I don't have.
It's easier than ever to become like an Amazon bestseller, though, isn't it?
Well, that's what buddy Mike Winnet always told us. Yeah.
Because even Mike Winnet got a best-selling book, and it was blank. He literally wrote a blank page on each one, and then he got like his nan and his 2 mates to buy it at midnight, and he were a bestseller. So it is hilarious.
Next comment from Scott Lane. Is there a channel with just Adam asking for a friend?
Yeah, mate. It's called Beard Meets Food. There's probably 650 videos on there, just me. A couple featuring my former partner, a couple featuring my sister. A couple featuring some of my eating buddies from around the world, but some of the newer ones, in order to elevate the level of content that I deliver, include other people. So yeah, if you don't like that, I'm afraid. Maybe I should put something on there, which like on the thumbnail, there's like a logo which signifies the crew are present.
Just Josh's face in
which
corner.
Naturally would mean that people are some people are less inclined to watch.
You've fucking murdered. Like you've like this week because you put the video out from Stoke, or it went to.
Yeah.
So I might as well move on to this. We'll come back to some comments later, George. Like save them. But so I said, as Adam was like, oh, this guy on Reddit has said I can't do this challenge. I'm going to use it in a video, and I'm like. Great idea, great concept. However, the Reddit page is now going to become known to the millions, which it has, which is now cooked up. And I went into that video saying like, oh, I've stopped cracking jokes because of Reddit.
I know people are upset about that.
The fucking Reddit thread's gone like,
has it?
Spare me.
I've not looked at it. The only time I'm really aware of it is when George mentions something.
Yeah, because we bring it up on the podcast each week. It's class bits of content, but George, man, it's.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I've had to hibernate this week.
There's a lot of like rubbish to sift through, though.
Yeah,
because people.
Well, isn't it like full of bots and stuff and mad shit like that?
It's not so much anymore, but people are just asking the same questions that have been answered a million times. Like,
okay.
How does he eat so much food and not?
It's
get
good though
fat?
because like
how big are his shits?
Yeah,
it seems like the podcast audience are like well ingrained in that ecosystem now because they'll answer it. You know.
Yeah, they'll go. He's talked about
like
this
an army
already.
of moderators.
I don't understand how Reddit works. And who does Reddit just own that because there's ads everywhere? So who's like?
I don't know, but I know that because somebody sent me that. I don't know if it was somebody sent me a screenshot of one of the one of the threads on Reddit, and you know the guy that said
The Reddit guy?
the guy that said that I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
do it, which I'm really grateful to him, by the way, because it was a great sort of premise for a video. Somebody had replied to him saying like, "Yeah, fuck you, guy," but apparently he's like I don't know how it works, but he's like a mod on the sub. So he had
right.
replied to this guy saying, "It's a good job I've got a decent sense of humor. And I'm not one of those guys that would just block everyone."
Yeah.
Because he was getting a bunch of criticism, I think, from people.
Well, there was a post on this saying, like, Beard mentioned us and a screenshot of the video.
All right.
And then people commenting, fuck you, Reddit guy.
Admittedly, that was my fault because of the end card. But I think, fortunately, the fella seems like he has a very good sense of humor, which would make him my type of person, doesn't take things too seriously. And that was the whole idea of the video, is it's not really supposed to be taken that seriously.
Beard disliking Reddit makes me like him 10 times more.
I dislike everything, though. You'd be hard-pressed to find many things that I like these days. So.
All the comments are like, you're a bit late to the Reddit. Someone's put, damn, next you're going to tell us Josh broke a 350-yard drive.
That's class, that. I love when you see the ones from people that clearly watch the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you see my comment on your post, by the way? Fuck me, you still banging on about this lad.
Yeah.
Every fucking post you put on there is golf related now.
This
You
is
need to change your name to like Josh Gudgeon Golf Official or something lame like that.
You just hate him, man. Like you've lit this fire. You
I'm
said,
glad I turned you into a golfer, mate. I'm like that guy that I forgot his fucking name now. The guy that does all the bodybuilding people, turns them into like pros and whatnot. Anyway, what's the next comment?
I don't know how to see on the Reddit, like, how many people have joined it. I don't know how to see that. But someone's put, swear this sub had like 200 people before the call out. I've been here for a while, but now I feel like we have an extra 20k here since the video.
Yeah, it wasn't something that was highly contributed to, was it? I only became aware because George started mentioning it.
Yeah.
And then you'd only find like a new post every week or so, and it'd be something.
It's only because I were like looking up, like, as a joke, like news about Beard Meats Food to see like if there's any funny fucking articles or anything like that. And then a Reddit popped up and I thought, what the fuck's this? Clicked on it and it's just like full of people asking stuff and like mentioning videos and stuff like that. I thought,
Yeah.
this is goldmine.
it's brutal. I mean, I saw that there were like a thread about it said about the cameraman again. Like, so I got
More
I saw
supportive of you on Reddit.
yeah. So like the initial, there was some brutal like. I guess it works like there's like one post, then people comment on the post. So there were one post where somebody like proper dug me out, called me like every name under the sun.
Yeah.
But then everybody in the comments clearly follow the podcast, and they were like, "What the fuck are you on about?" You know.
I saw one that said, bring back the. Was it, somebody put in the chat?
Petition to bring back cameraman jokes.
Petition to bring back the cameraman jokes. I was having a coffee this morning, and I got an actual message from somebody, which I happened to open up. And it was like, hi, I love the videos, but really don't like the cameraman. Can you get rid of them, please? I'm just like, no, unsubscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good life.
People are saying like in comments, I'm honestly at a loss as to why people don't like the cameraman. I always enjoy his dad jokes.
We covered this before, but I understand that people have a certain preference, especially when they're used to a certain type of video for so long. But the thing about that is that you would hope that people have some degree of common sense to understand what I'm trying to do with it, and that you don't want to just do the same thing every week, which is what every other channel in this genre does. And like I said last week and the week before, I think there's like empirical proof now that the videos that show they're obviously better from an entertainment perspective because there's just more people and you can capture more. We've said this before, but now if you look at the statistics, it's always the videos shot with the crew that perform best. Which doesn't mean I'll stop shooting by myself. There's still some charm to that. But they're not going anywhere, man. I'm not that type of creator. I'm not going to just, because people tell me to do something, do it. They're in, down that path lies damnation. So, yeah, they're not going to be going anywhere. Unless one of them dies, which I don't know where Blue is. I've not seen him for about 2
might
weeks.
be dead,
Could
actually.
be. Asbestos poisoning.
I think I'm in panic about that. Actually.
The issue with the crew videos isn't the crew, it's the caricature of Adam that jumps around like a shit kids TV presenter.
Well, I think I would be a shit kids TV presenter. That helps, but I don't recall jumping around. Apart from that one video where I said, "Do you think I can headbutt the sign?"
Yeah.
Which I got permission to do. But yeah, I don't reckon. Naturally, the dynamic of who you are changes. But I mean, it's like I don't understand how even people that don't make film or like any type of video, even people that consume the video, you would think they would understand that obviously a dynamic changes between basically if I'm shooting by myself, the conduit to the audience is me holding a camera by myself, right? So naturally, if there are other people involved, especially if they're your friends and your colleagues, the dynamic will change. I don't change as a person, or I certainly, there are things that you will see in me that perhaps you don't see in a normal video, but I don't jump around like and flail my limbs like one of those fucking scrambled egg brained
You're not over the
hype-based
top.
YouTube people. But I don't know. I just do what's natural. Like if you don't like it, that's fine. You can just not watch it. I mean, it's there. It's free entertainment. If you don't like it, then you can go watch, I don't know, Diane Gary or something.
Another post said, "Why don't we ever see the cameraman try these challenges? Making terrible jokes is great and all, but it would be nice to see a change up. Can the cameraman complete a challenge alongside Beard?"
We've done that though. Like we've done it. I've been on the channel twice and done a challenge with you, and then we've done it after like the Belgian burger.
Yeah.
Like it's all been there. It's just I think some people skip over it, or maybe people are new to the channel and they don't see it.
Also, maybe people hate the cameraman, or some people hate the cameraman. The people that don't like the normal format of video, so why would I? There's no reason I would make them eat food.
Yeah, I mean,
in an
like
episode,
we
unless
say
it's-
that everyone like hates us. It's just that it's that negative bias in it. Like if 4 million people watch it and don't comment, which is like what most people would do, just watch it. What I find from my perspective, what's been interesting is when people make comments about me and they'll be like, oh, like they'll call me like fucking slimy, or they'll make like really derogatory comments, and I'm like, well, how can you even come up with that as an option of if I'm on screen for 15 seconds an episode, you've made this assumption that that's who I
Cut
am.
on, mate. It seems like it's
but
affecting you now.
if you think
Is it
about
getting
it,
to you?
no, it
Don't
doesn't
it
I'm
seems like it's getting to you. Don't it imply some
I'm
kind of
aware
like...
of what it comes with the territory, but I'm like, if you watch the podcast and went, yeah, you're a prick, I'd go fair, because it's right, that's fair, isn't it? You've watched me for an hour and gone, don't like the cut of this guy's fucking jib, you know. But if you've watched me for 10 seconds, it's like that's basically an act at that point.
Do you know what it is as well? It's the funny thing is the one thing that I find quite more humorous than anything else is when people think that like you're you often see that expression, he's trying to ride your coattails, he's a clout chaser and stuff like that, where if you knew Josh, that the exact opposite is true. Like he doesn't want to be in videos. I effectively make him be in the video. If it were up to him, it'd be much easier for him to just point a camera. He's getting paid.
Yeah.
If he just pointed a camera and said fuck all. But to me, if you're with somebody who's a friend, it would be so deeply unnatural for you just to point a camera at me and not get involved. I make that happen, you know, like he doesn't want that to happen. But people, I think people see that a lot, you know. I think because they see it in other YouTube people where people become part of the supporting cast,
Yeah.
and they think it's because they want to be famous.
Main character syndrome and all
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah.
interesting actually because it's been useful with clients to try and to explain that dynamic to them, to give them an understanding of like their position on the platform or how to position their content. Because a lot of people would think, oh, if you're on at Beard's videos, it'll make you famous, you know, which is obviously clearly not true because.
No.
But a lot of people think that's what would happen after one video being collaborating or in it just don't work like that. You're the main character. That's what people are there for, and they're there for like one thing: it's to watch you eat and tell that little story.
Yeah, and anyone else being involved with that does confuse that to some extent, unless there's a reason for them to be there.
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, making a really technically astute video and pointing the camera.
Or sometimes getting white balance wrong and having a hash of the colour grader, which we've done from time to time.
That was Tom's thing, wasn't it? That was Tom's crime.
But yeah, no, I think it's fascinating. And at last, you know what? Having been around Adam for many years, and it's like us watching a social experiment unfold, because there's nothing I would want less than becoming famous. Because watching you become famous is like the worst thing ever, man.
Infamous, maybe.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot go to a coffee shop, you can't go to a petrol station, you can't go anywhere. That's brutal. Like, the cost of that on somebody's life and mental health is bonkers.
Go on, sorry, George.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, what's it like? You know, when you go to other countries like Germany and stuff like that, do people still recognise you frequently over that?
Yeah, I mean, it's less frequent.
Depends on the country, actually.
Yeah, I mean, America's probably
America's more.
equally. Yeah, I mean, you would expect that though, because most of my subs are from
Yeah.
America. But the weird ones are when the oddest one for me, in terms of like being unexpected, it's probably either that one really recently in Singapore, where I was just coming out of a car park and this guy's like, I won't do the voice, but
Do the voice, do the voice.
It's quite a distinctive voice.
Let's end Beardreach.
It's quite a distinctive voice, and I really had a lot of characters to the video, but I really didn't expect it out there.
Yeah.
And the other was that guy in Sweden in a
Turn
place
around, go, Tom.
in that place in Sweden called Ängelholm, which is it's actually the population is predominantly sort of older people.
Yeah.
Quite a quiet place. And there was a guy cycling down the street. I remember
Yeah,
telling me
yeah,
about the time he was like 60-some years old, and he knew I was. So you do get it, but it's most prevalent, I think. And most people are likely to come up to you in England or America or Canada, you know, somewhere like that.
What were you going to say before George asked that question? You're about to like.
Oh, somebody sent me quite a derogatory message about they'd seen me in traffic in the. I'm fortunate enough that I drive a nice car, it's a Bentley, right? And I drive a lot of places, so I think it's the one luxury I'm allowed. And I won't say what it was, but verbatim. But he was basically slagging me off because I had a nice car, and he'd seen me in the car, which I thought was quite odd. But I mean, you're entitled to do that if you want.
What, saying you shouldn't have a nice car?
Yeah, basically, just saying like I can't believe. Basically, so you know, you claim to be a man of the people, which I don't think I've ever. That's not my Twitter bio. I don't think I profess to be a man of the people, whatever that is. I just think I'm a regular sort of reasonably low footprint guy, but I have a nice car because I'm fortunate enough that a lot of people watch what I do. And I drive a lot of places, so I think I'd rather drive around in a reasonably nice car. I've got mates who've got cars that are just as expensive. Yours isn't far off. So I just think like why I don't know why people we talked about it last week that people don't really resent mega rich people. They resent people that just manage to get out of the rat race. But I think, why would you take the time out of your day to moan about somebody's car? Like, I find that really odd, but it happens. You know, I'm fortunate enough that the majority of interactions I have with people are really, really positive, and it's usually people like from in a coffee shop. I was in Starbucks on Sunday actually, and loads of people. They had like a little Christmas market on, like a little mini one, and obviously a bunch of people brought their kids. And they came at Starbucks, and a lot of the kids had recognised me, and they were sort of shy to come over, and their parents were coming over, like, "Can you get a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool."
That makes
So
it
that's
worth
nice.
it, doesn't it? I think like the lack of anonymity is brutal though. Like for you, it's absolutely brutal.
It is, but I wouldn't want to be one of those. It's a small price to pay ultimately, but it's very unnatural, especially as somebody that's. I don't resent it, but I don't. No. It's not like I like the idea of fame. You know, you see those people who used to be on like X Factor or Love Island, they just want to be famous. It's the opposite.
I was chatting to one of my clients yesterday about it actually, because like. I've figured out what the sort of the caveat, like what the lines are for popularity within a space, right? So because you are strictly entertainment only, you create no one has to pay anything. You're just an entertainer on YouTube. You've become like really popular to everybody. Whereas like those that are really popular in a specific niche, they're only going to be popular to those people that care about that. So for example, like the biggest golf YouTuber is a guy called Rick Shields. Rick Shields can go for a coffee downstairs and go to Tesco, go to Asda. No one's stopping him unless you're like unless you're
a lot
an
of people play golf though.
Yeah, but like that's still a smaller population than what your audience.
Yeah,
is.
I mean like everyone likes food and like
yeah.
that,
So like he's like that's kind of like the perfect storm where you could be at the top of that tree as a creator, but you could kind of just carry on living your life because it's a specific, you know. So
yeah, I mean I wouldn't want to moan, but it doesn't like inhibit many things, but it's difficult when it's. I think if I cared more about, like if I had a family, I would care far more about it because I don't have a family. Or the family that I have are
adults and
my mum, my gran, whatever. It's not that big. But if I were you, if I had a wife and kids, it would probably concern me a bit more because it's just me. It doesn't really matter. But I'm
trying to give an insight into like you know for those that are listening, like where your position is within that sort of realm. It's weird, man, and it's fascinating to see it from like outside.
You are very easy to pick out of a crowd as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there was a guy who was having the coffee this morning. The guy I could see him was looking at me like this. I'm like, and eventually, like he just comes over and he's like, "Are you Adam?" And I'm like, "Yeah, mate, yeah." So then you don't really know if they say your real name. I'm like, "Do I know you from real life?
Did we go to school?"
Yeah, something like that. And he's like, "Oh, I just love the channel, man. I just wanted to say hi." I didn't really know if it was you, but I was in there. I just had my headband on. I just put my hat on now. I'm getting in character for the podcast. But I had like my hairband in. And he's like, I didn't really know if it was you. And he's sort of pointing towards the top of my head. I was like, oh yeah, I'm incognito today, like Clark Kent, you know, when he puts the glasses on. Like, people don't really, they sort of double take, think he's some hipster with a beard and shit hair. But yeah, I keep sensing, I'm still waiting for the first time somebody actually comes up to me and says, like, I fucking hate your videos. That's never happened to me, like in real life.
Yeah.
I don't think people would do that in real life. Just,
You're right.
Just in
yeah.
the comment section.
It would. If somebody gets. It will happen when I'm out tomorrow, Friday night. Like to get towards Christmas, people getting pissed.
Who'll get it first? You, I fucking hate your videos. Or me, I fucking hate you in Adam's videos.
That's probably more likely.
Yeah, probably.
Get cracked in Leeds at Christmas. Fuck.
What are we doing this year for Christmas do?
Well, I don't know. We need to set a date, don't we?
There's only fucking time. I feel like I've just.
I know it's this is the worst we've had it this year. Like trying to get shit together.
How have we? Like we're doing even less than we normally do, and it still feels bit. It's because that fucking second channel. I told you it's a bad idea.
Nah.
Is the next one going up soon?
Yeah,
next week.
Next week, yeah.
Ah, cool, man.
Well, when this comes out, it'll be
A few days. Wednesday.
Oh yeah, next week. It's actually coming out. It's next week. It's ready to go. We'll put it on Patreon actually. It'll be on Patreon today. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the next video to come out. It's amazing how that channel is. I think it's 330,000 subscribers now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's unbelievable.
Didn't I tell you about that message I got from somebody? They were complaining about that channel that had done so well because they had themselves had a YouTube channel.
Right.
So unfair. Like YouTube just benefits the people that. What? Obviously, you would get more. You would have more engagement early doors for a channel like that if you already have a reasonably large presence. You can't expect that.
What was most like amazing though was because it was not in any way sort of advertised by you. The genuine the algorithm just did its thing.
Well,
it must be some like sort of like AI recognition. Like I don't know how it works, but
No, I think it's like we said that the day after or the podcast we recorded after it went up is if YouTube does function for the most part really quite well. But if you make content which is good, of course, there's some recognition of like the people would have seen the YouTube thumbnail and seen my face. And like, a lot of people watched it that didn't even know it was a different channel. So naturally, that's because their viewing habits are aligned with what we produced. But it actually does a good job, YouTube, of if you put a lot of effort into making really, really good content, that people are going to see it. The problem is that people expect it when what they're producing is not really that good, I think. So, but
and that's like constructive criticism. That actually, like when I chat to people that are making trying to start making YouTube videos now, and I tried to explain to them like the golf video, for example, like the amount of man hours that went into that. Like I'm saying that took, obviously it took 2 months to film and do, but
there's like 100 hours or something, right?
Yeah, editing time.
If not more.
I bet it took George a month to edit. And
if you talk about as well, like the individual hours of each person involved,
like
it's like 200 hours or something.
Yeah, you talk like I'm saying like that video cost thousands and thousands of pounds to make for there was no way I was making that money back,
Yeah.
But like, and I'm saying that's what it takes. Like, if you want the channel to if you really want to launch a channel, that's what it takes. Like, you've got to be, like, it's beyond all in,
Yeah, it's an obsession, really. That's why I say, like, when people start talking to me about money and stuff, which I've had a few times, people want to get started, and the motivation is money. I'm like, don't start, because you have to be obsessed with the whole like creative production of it, and the consumption of it is the currency. Like, so if people like it and enjoy it, that's obviously it's nice when you can make a living from it, because you can go all in. Yeah. But like to start with, it has to be, I want to make this so people get a buzz out of it and enjoy it. And so few people actually, even people making videos that have had some success, fail to comprehend that.
Yeah.
They'll look at like whenever I go to Nathan's or whatever, and people want to chat to me, well, why you watched 5 million times and I watched like 5,000 times, and you'll start trying to explain it, and you see the eyes glaze over, because it's not like upload at 7 or make your titles block capitals or do this with your thumbnail or make shorts. It's something so much more abstract. Like, you have to be obsessed with making things better every week, even though you can't do that every week.
And it is like it's that 10,000 hours as well. I look at that from my perspective. Like, I've been now making videos for 9 years, and like there's a silver plaque over there. There's the new one coming for the new channel. The podcast's probably going to get one within the next month or so, and I'll be sat there. And it'll take 10 years of work, and I'll be able to sit there, and there'll be three plaques in front of me that I've dedicated so much time to. And it's weird because, like, when you first start doing YouTube, you're like, I want a plaque. Like, that's my representation. And you think it's the plaque, but like, when the plaque finally arrives, you're like, I fucking deserve that, because it's like blood, sweat, and tears. You've gone, fucking hell. It seems like the new channel's got a plaque immediately, but how many years have we made videos with you? How many?
Yeah, that plaque doesn't mean anything, does it?
No, but it's it's a representation.
Yeah,
like that one there. Like, that's a representation of. It took you 7 years to get that right. 1 million
something like
approximately.
that. Yeah, I think. I don't know.
It's like we were doing the podcast. The podcast is 4 years old. I reckon we were a year into the podcast. So I bet you were doing videos for 7 years and you got 1 million. But then in the next following 3 years, you've gone to 6 million. And you've gone from 1 billion to 2 billion. Like the exponential growth is mental. But yeah, like it's like blood, sweat, and tears to get those things. And you go,
You can't say that, mate. 'Cause you get people that work down mines. And, no, what? That's not work.
it's everyone's representation of. I mean, work is work, right?
But everyone's job can be difficult. That's the thing that makes me laugh is when people talk like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you work an office job, it can be difficult. Depending on what you do.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Yeah, well, you're right. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm keen to express that I realise how fortunate I am to get to do it.
It's class. Like even the dedication to like this podcast, you know, like we've done 4 years and of nobody listed really, you know, but we start every week. But if this ever became a good podcast, like a popular podcast, and let's say on year 10, they're like, you know, you're an overnight success and you're like, let's go back up to 400 episodes, mate.
Look at these videos where we look young. I've got no forehead wrinkles. I have like big grey packs in my beard.
But since day one, we've shot to the highest aesthetic quality with editor, with production. Every week we turn out regardless, and it's like, yeah, man, we're trying. It's,
I like the fact that it's cultish though. It's like because that's the best part to me is if I see somebody in the street or in a bar or whatever, and like, I watch the podcast too. I'll be like, mate, give us a cuddle because like I put them through all this shit.
It's like the man we met up at the Greg's up in
in Newcastle.
Newcastle, like he literally knew everything because he watched all the videos, he watched all the podcasts. It were class.
He wanted a picture with you as well, didn't you? And Blew It. He even wanted a picture of Blew It. Yeah, second cameraman.
It were
nice.
It's nice to meet people. Very frequently that I meet people in the public that watch the podcast. So when I do, I'm like, fucking hell, I can't believe you're real.
You want to give them some money? Like, hey, I have a $5 for watching. I'm sorry.
I get people at gigs coming up to me and saying, George from podcast. What?
Oh, no. You see, it's not me. It's my twin brother.
The thing is, how do you recognise me? Because my face isn't in it. Like,
we've made enough content where it's behind the scenes.
They know the band.
The diehards would know,
It must be a proper diehard.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
We've got some Adam's Hella Sus DMs this week. Should we do the jingle?
Yeah, I was thinking in my head, what have I got? But yeah, go on.
Adam's Hella Sus DMs.
Okay, so one's like a DM and one's a tweet.
Right.
So the DM says, "Hey, me and my husband are a massive fan of you. It's my husband's 40th this year, and on the 31st of December, and I was also asking if you could come and surprise him."
Yeah, I'm flattered that you would ask me to come on New Year's Eve. I don't even know I don't even know if we're in England. But yeah, I would feel a little odd to just hi. I'm here to surprise you.
I always find that, like when there's like lookalikes and stuff like that people can hire for parties and stuff, and they just kind of walk around and just talk to people that they don't know. It's a bit of an odd
I would hate to do
thing,
that.
really. Like I've seen loads of people do that Ricky Gervais lookalike, and they invite him around to parties, and he just walks in and does like David Brent the whole time, and just acts like David Brent. I wouldn't want that.
That'd be tough. It's a tough gig, that, isn't it?
Did I ever tell about the time when I was down in Liverpool and I stayed at this hotel, which is just south of Liverpool. I was staying overnight for whatever reason because I'd filmed, and I walked into the hotel, there was a wedding going on, and somebody from the wedding party like recognised me.
Oh, I think you did tell us this story.
And they were the bride and groom are big fans. Can you come into the wedding? I'm like, just covered in fucking shit, not like food and stuff, like stinking, camera bag and everything. I'm just about to check in. I'm like, well, I feel a bit shit to say no. So I walk in, there's all these smartly dressed people, like, who the fuck is this idiot coming in, like, with fucking sweaty beard, stinking, like, with his camera bag. And I'm just, like, they bring him up to the actual wedding table, and I'm just like, hi, they saw me outside and said that you're a big fan. The guy's like, oh, cheers, man. Stay. And I'm like, I can't stay. But I just want to say, congratulations. So I do,
Imagine you get to the front table, like, who?
Yeah, well, everyone there is like, who? So like, for me, I'm thinking, it doesn't really matter to me. But like, if you were sort of an introvert, you would probably be not upsetting for you, but it'd be unpleasant for everyone to be like, well, who the fuck are you? I'm no one, mate, but they just told me to come in.
Should have made a video out of it. Half an hour to finish the bride and groom's wedding cake.
Yeah, just gone in like, while I'm here, smashing the cake.
So the tweet was, video quality is great. Interaction with customers and staff is wonderful. Having Josh multiple cameos in the recent videos is awful and unauthentic compared to your natural interactions when you film alone. I get wanting cinematic quality, but the cameraman should remain unseen. To which you replied, You mean inauthentic? Unfortunately, given that it's my channel, I decide what should and shouldn't be seen. Glad you enjoyed the video quality and interaction with the customers, both of which were made possible by the two cam ops.
Fucking hell. I was thinking, why are you reading this out, you dickhead? Like, fucking...
He replied again. He said, "Actually, unauthentic is acceptable. An English major should know this. An English major should realize this with a Z." Which made me think, right, he's American. So I replied saying, yeah, unauthentic is about as correct as realise with a Z. And it's English master, not major. But it's funny on Twitter, I just think nobody's going to see this shit.
Yeah.
So I can be as visceral in my reaction as I want to be. Especially if you catch me on a bad day. But it's like, I don't care, man. If you don't like I don't make videos for you. As aloof that I might sound, that sounds sort of conceited, but it's not that. I make videos for the majority of people to be enjoyed by the most. That's my job. So if you don't like the cameraman, all I can say is either don't watch those videos or just unsubscribe from the channel because they're not going to be going anywhere. I want to make the best videos I can, and they're a requirement for that some of the time. So,
how long do you reckon you'd have left in the game of YouTube if you didn't try and get the support on the channel? You know, like, because obviously we can help with the lift, like we help with shooting, planning, production, editing. Like it allows you a bit more freedom to live life as opposed to, because when you were doing 2 videos a week, you must have been working fucking 80 hours a week more.
yeah. Well, it was like probably 65.
Yeah, like
if you don't include travel time.
So the reality is like how long, if you were just doing, if you said tomorrow, right, we're going to stop using cruise videos, I'll start filming myself again. How long you got left, do you reckon?
I don't think I would have time left because the thing for me, it's not the work volume or anything like that. I find it really, really hard to sort of reconcile. To me, if I'm not trying to do things which are the best possible experience for the viewer, hippie though it might sound, I don't think I could make videos, honestly. It's not really a question of time. So I don't know how much. I would still make videos, but I would find it really hard to do it because I just feel like I'm shortchanging people. So I don't know how long. I could still do it. So it's not really a question of how long I'd have left. I think at some point I'd just lose my rag and stop making videos because I just think if I'm not making the best possible product, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's for me. And I think honestly, I think it's probably the only thing that sets me apart because I'm certainly not the best eater. I'm not the most entertaining character. I don't even think I've got the best quality videos most of the time. But I do try the hardest, I think. And I think that's the important thing. So yeah, I would find it really hard to do it without having those. Okay, like I'm going to be going away in January. I'll shoot like 8 or 9 or 10 videos by myself. And those will all be all right, I think, I hope. But at the same time, they'll have to be interspersed with videos that are better and more immersive, which is, I think, what we've got with some of the ones that are coming up.
Yeah, man.
But that's all you can do. You got to keep trying because otherwise you're just doing the same thing, which I don't think is the right thing to do. So it's the equivalent of like coming in and just clocking into work and doing the bare minimum, which I would never do. So.
In other news, if you check on our story, we've shared it, that OnlyFrans has produced some more artwork.
Yeah, she loves us, doesn't she?
Yeah, man.
She's amazing. I love how it's sort of chibi. It's not chibi. It's like anime. I shared it this morning on my story as well. For those that don't know, go have a look.
Can you grab that picture, George?
Yeah,
you can get up there. Like, so we'll show the previous photograph. That picture that she painted.
If you've not seen on Instagram, she has a. She just does like artwork, which I love anyway.
It is hung up on the wall in the studio, by the way, on the front.
It's funny that you look at. She's got people like Lady Gaga, like Johnny Depp, I think, is on here.
See that, yeah?
You got I don't know who that is. Oh, Pedro Pascal.
That's real artwork.
Julia
the
Garner,
original.
and then me. For some reason, so I'm very flattered. But yeah, she did a little artwork of me deep throating a sausage.
She's made 2 more, hasn't she? She's made you.
Yeah,
It's like beard section.
I saw that one.
Yeah, so she's done a second one as well. So if you go on our page, you go on the podcast page, I shared both the pictures because she's done one of us both sat at this table.
Story, I think.
And on the actual on our
Oh,
page.
shit.
So there's a second one. So she's done 2.
She's been pretty kind to you, though, hasn't she? With the blonde hair, he's ginger. you use the wrong hue there,
And the hairline.
And the hairline's quite nice, and it looks like you've added about 20 pounds of muscle to him as well. And you've taken some off me, so you got my skin tone bang on the front. I'm like a cadaverous white, like the same color as the fucking sign. But yeah, it's very kind. When you see stuff like that, It's mind blowing to me that people would take the time to do it, but it's very flattering, and even that one. I should have that at home. Really, it should be on my trophy shelf.
You take it home, put it on your shelf.
Can I have it?
Yeah. It was hung in the studio, but feel free to put it on your.
Can I have it?
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
yours. I mean, she sent it for you.
I know, but like we just had it up here. But now I'm thinking I've got a bit more room to display stuff now at my house,
Hopefully we
and there's not
can
many
get-
cigarettes.
Hopefully we can get sent some kind of copy of the new ones. If only Franz is listening.
Oh no, we don't make it go to any trouble. It's
go
it's
to
nice
trouble,
enough. Yeah, but if you print it out and everything, that's going to cost them money. We very much appreciate
And
it.
you read that out last time.
Yeah.
The letter's still with it. But yeah, no, it's really nice of her to. That's amazing, isn't it, when people do that.
I love that as well because I'm not like an anime nerd or anything. Not there's anything wrong with that. But a lot of the old stuff like Akira, like the classics, I really like that type of artwork. So the fact that she's done that, because that's basically pretty lifelike. Whereas that new one that she's done sort of more abstract, isn't it? It's a bit sort of anime, like manga, which is cool.
In other news as well, Beard Meets Food videos are being shown in doctor surgeries. I don't know where that came from. You just dropped a photo into the chat of that.
But yeah, it's just like, you imagine that you're walking into a doctor's and they're watching one of my videos. You're going to walk out, aren't you? You're going to think, what kind of doctor is this? Not only is he not watching something professional, he's watching something which is ostensibly about as anti-health as you could get. But apparently it was a mum had taken a son to get some type of jab, I think, or some slightly invasive procedure. And he'd gotten a bit upset, so the doctor had said, is there anything we can put on for him? And he'd asked for one of my, but not like Peppa Pig or, I don't know, whatever kids watch these days. He'd asked for one of my videos, just thought it was quite cute.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, and so the doctor had kindly obliged and put it on his monitor, and she taking a picture of it, so I thought I better put that on Instagram.
Maybe you got a new fan in the doctor as well, you know?
Maybe, well, I doubt it, I don't know. But, it was very flattering to see. Good fidelity on the monitor as well. He must be a private doctor. But it's definitely in America, I reckon. No NHS doctors having a screen like that. That's curvy wide screen.
Should we do a base challenge rewind?
Why not?
Okay, so the first one I picked out is Tomasino's Made Man Stuffed Pizza Challenge in Florida.
Oh, Florida, yeah. I vaguely recall that one. I think it looks terrible. I mean, naturally, because it's probably about 4 years old. But I think
3 years old is this
it?
one.
It'll be nearly 4, man, because I think it was January. If I'm from Florida, it'll be,
February put it out.
yeah, so I'd have probably shot it in sort of early January time. Sort of drone shot, though, to begin with. Tasty.
Look how youthful and thin you look.
I look very. That's
There'll be a theme with the videos this week.
150 pounds of enthusiasm there. It's just like a fold. It's not really technically a calzone. I think the white balance is probably a little cold there, isn't it? Like 4,200 Kelvin this one. And I got that. Naturally, I would never normally get on a 50mm lens.
Look at colour here.
I know. But there should be a function on YouTube where you can go in and like add saturation in the editor, because you could. So a lot of my old videos, you could improve them drastically by just going in and be like, let's boost the saturation by 100%, because that looks just basically grayscale. It's all right. I think the light makes it all right though.
Yeah, it's a nice video.
You're sort of getting the vibe, but it should be the colours are all wrong. But yeah, it's the big sort of thick. It's not really calzone in the sense that it's not just a folded pizza. It's basically two pizzas inside out on top of each other, and in the middle is stuffed. I forget what's in it. It's sort of you don't get to choose the fillings. I think it's sort of sausage, pepperoni, cheese, etc. Maybe I've written in the
Ham and salami as well.
Yeah. I can't remember how long you got to do that one, to be honest.
You put there, and that's just the stuff I can remember, so there must have been more.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of stuff in that. I think it was a bit, one of those where I sort of dropped in and they didn't know I was coming. And I think originally there was maybe a little, they were like, I don't know if we can, do it sort of thing, or maybe nobody had ordered it for a while. But I remember it tasting good. It was really chewy. I think it's pretty difficult to get through, but you would expect that with something that dough heavy. But it was a good one. I can't really remember. I don't know how long you get to do it. 30 minutes? 45?
You get 30 minutes to finish, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see you like setting a lot of the pastry to one side,
Yeah.
tackling that later on, because you get a big plate of sauce with it.
Yeah, you get marinara with it, I think, which is a very useful tactical component of any pizza challenge, especially if you're going to leave the crust like I always do. But that was probably like a sort of 6 out of 10. I don't think it was that difficult to my recollection. I don't look like I'm in any sort of agony at the end.
Nah.
But it's so long ago it's hard to remember.
Finish it around the 26.5 minute mark.
That's not too bad. Yeah, we'll give that a 6 out of 10 for difficulty.
The next one I picked out for you was definitely more difficult.
Yeah.
This challenge has been failed 50 times. Connor's Loza Sandwich Challenge. Do you remember this
Show me
one?
the thumbnail, if you don't mind. Oh fuck, I'm driving the Tesla there. Oh, I do remember this. Yeah, I almost don't want to talk about this because sadly the colours look a bit nicer there though. The restaurant got loads of flack from this, which I really, really hate when that happens. And it's essentially the challenges to that. And I don't think intentionally they'd included that and that.
Oh, so they all right. Okay.
So it was big.
What are you saying when you say that and that?
Sorry, they'd include. I think they'd put. I mean, it's a sandwich, and they also gave me a bunch of toast with it and chips. And I think, if I recall, at least on the pictures of people that attempted it, they did not have that. They just had the sandwich. Not to mention the sandwich had more in it, like visibly. You could see, I think, maybe more eggs and more sausages. So I didn't really think anything of it. And at the time, I think it had been ages since I'd actually lost anything. So I was sort of, I don't want to say happy to lose, but it's no big deal. It sort of keeps it fresh if you lose from time to time. And it was a substantial sandwich. And I didn't really think anything of it. I'm laughing as I leave, and the guy's like, oh, better look next time kind of thing, which I thought was kind of a cool way to end it, and it sort of left it open for me to go back. But then a lot of people in the comments had sort of looked it up on Facebook, and then they'd given them a bunch of negative TripAdvisor reviews, which was really upsetting to me because the guy was telling me, I didn't leave it in the video, I don't think, but the guy told me that they'd done like a recent charity pledge and given away a bunch of money to raise money for a charity, which I think he'd set up in the name of his son, if I recall. And yeah, there was I really didn't like that, but I mean, the challenge itself was cool, man. I was like, and I expect sometimes that they're going to put a little bit more on for me. And the only thing you can do in that circumstance is not really mention it. But yeah, it was difficult. I just got to get 10 because like I didn't finish it. But I remember the people being really nice, and yeah, just left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth, if you'll excuse the pun. There was some negative fallout from that video, which was not nice. So
it's mad how like it can get the audience think they're doing the right thing, but because they get like tribally supportive of you. But like they're not considering the wider, like the wider impact of it. It's mad.
It's just that, yeah. I mean, it takes a special kind of person to do that. And it's not right, is it? And that's one of those things that like it's really hard for me to lose challenges now. You know what I mean? Because I even if it's been perfectly like above board, like a good example is, do you know I did that one that was in Florida as well, that bagel one. Do you remember me doing it? Like it was a bagel one that I lost, right? And it's totally doable. Like if I had approached, I just fucked around too much. A bit like when we did that hot dog thing. Remember in Towing? Remember the Seagull Cafe where I was just getting sauce. Yeah. At the beginning, I'm just dicking about, and then I realized halfway through, I'm like, shit, these are chewy because I didn't get them toasted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna lose. But I lost because fair and square because of me. And still, it was less the case in this scenario because you could see there are 12, 13 bagels there or whatever it was. So they can't say they've really added more. Yeah. But like, oh, this is bullshit. Like if Adam can't do it, no one can, and they're getting negative TripAdvisor reviews. I'm like, stop, man. Like I'm not that good. You know, maybe fucking Joey turns up and loses, or Stoney, or I don't know, Webby. All right, say that it's undoable. But like if I lose, it's probably just because I've had a bad day. You know, I mean, I don't take it that seriously, so I might turned up and I filmed the day before or whatever. It's not the restaurant's fault, man. So never say it. Please, never say anything negative to a restaurant. They let me film, and there's nothing untoward happening unless they come along and like I don't know, smack me in the back of the head halfway through. Then feel free, but it's unlikely.
Last one I picked out then, the blast from the past. London's most famous pancake challenge, Polo's 3 and 15 stack.
Oh, you bastard.
With Josh.
Are you with Josh?
He actually did. I really enjoyed filming that. Actually, I don't know what it was. That one went to do Jackmate's thing or no?
It must have been, yeah. Exactly. I was just when you said that, I'm like, why the fuck were I in that video? Like, why would you have dragged?
You'd gone down to London for that, I think.
I think you didn't want to be in it, and I said, hey, you should do it, and you were like, I'll do it if you want me to be in it. And I was like, yeah, it'd be sort of fun to see.
I'll have had like breakfast and that. I didn't know I was going to be in it.
I think you had breakfast on the train, if I remember. And I just thought it'd be
Fucking hell, look how youthful we look there.
Oh my God.
How long ago was this?
Lad, you've aged like that. Can't be that long ago. What's going on with your barnet, mate?
That's a nice wig, that. I like it's like a Lego
You
wig.
got the Donald Trump cut going on there, man. Like you blow dried a coconut.
What? How long ago was this, George? Have a
This
look.
was 20th of June 2021. This got uploaded.
It's not that, like half a decade. It's not that long. I think that's a cool one, man. Like,
I reckon I could do that now, you know.
I don't know. The problem with you is like I think you sort of psyched yourself out of it because you didn't like the taste of the cream, if I recall.
Yeah.
'Cause it did have a slightly odd taste to it, but I really liked it. And that one's, I think they still do that. And the fact that that's open 24 hours is really cool. They're good for Instagram because I mean,
Yeah.
they look really cool. You know, big stack. If you order the banana one, they put like a banana in the top with the peel sort of hanging off. So they look really cool.
I look fucking purple. Like I'm a naturally pretty pink-faced person anyway. But we're in a red restaurant in a red booth with red windows and a fucking red shit in front of it. I look like a pulsing vein.
I thought you were going to do that. Then. I should have just leaned over and helped you out, and then we could have got 2 bottles of Prosecco maybe if they'd not seen me helping you. But look, I mean, you
I
did
all
pretty
right,
well
actually.
there.
Yeah.
Most of the video you actually keep on par with Adam, and then it just hits a point where you slow down and Adam just keeps going.
Oh, that fucked you over then. Nah. I just went in and
Yeah, you ate like.
I did you. I went in and ate some of your.
Why the fuck am I vlogging? No wonder fake people hate me. Oh dear. I think I made a video for my channel actually. I must have made a video for my channel. So there's like a crossover of.
You did like a behind the scenes. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's probably why.
Maybe that was it. Yeah. But that's a really cool one, and it's not hard. I give that a 4 out of 10. A lot of people have actually done that one. I know it's a favourite of. I know Kate's done it a few times.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Kate Oven's done that a couple of times, I think. And plenty of people that have been over here have done it. Yeah, it's one of the better ones, I would say. Like, but yes, it's quite easy. It tastes good as well. I think it's, to me, I really enjoyed that one. And it's pancakes, and I still managed to do it. So if I'm saying it's 4 out of 10, it's probably quite an easy one.
That's it for Challenge Rewind.
Good
this
choices.
week.
I've quite enjoyed this podcast this week. You know, I think
It's been quite a serious one, isn't it?
No, but I think it's been
many
quite.
parts.
I think we've. Yeah, it's been good though. A nice proper conversation.
I don't know. This loose use of the word "good" there. I would say.
Anyway, spunk.
Yeah. Curdled semen.
Curdled semen.
How long have we been running for?
53 minutes.
Jesus Christ! What else on the agenda for this week's pod?
Not really. I mean, I put Josh Tightlist breaking 80 journey so far. If there's any updates there.
I don't know if people actually enjoy listening to
wants
this
to
or
know.
not, but like I went down to Tightlist like.
Yeah, I saw it plastered all over your Instagram. Sponsored
Headquarters.
athlete. I didn't see any hashtag ad though. No ad declaration.
It's not an ad. There's no ads there. It's-
I don't know. What, did they give you anything for free? Like some clubs, maybe? Bunch of balls?
should I have hashtag added that?
Well, you should have just done the ad declaration. If people are lazy, they'll put hashtag ad. But legally, you're sort of obligated to say it's an ad, yeah.
But I was not
they've given
obliged to make that post. It
you,
wasn't
no, but
like-
they've given you something in return for it, have they?
not really for that post.
No?
I don't.
I don't. I'll leave that to you and the tax man, mate. It's, not, it's just nothing to do with me.
They've not paid me anything, so like.
Still, you've got something, though. You've got something out. It's goods in receipt. You're in receipt of goods for.
I have to cut this out.
No, leave it in.
I genuinely. It was what an experience. Essentially, I got to go get a full club fitting where the professionals go. So
Yeah.
Titleist want to support me on this next batch of videos, and we filmed it. It was so much fun, mate. Like I took the Bluets down, and it was just ridiculous that I were there as like a brand new golfer. And I think the content will be really fun from that perspective of being fresh out of the box, like basically shanking balls and hooking them and stuff. But like we got dialed in for a set of irons and clubs, and it was just the most unbelievable experience, man. I can't believe that.
I look forward to the video then.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. So I'm working towards. I'm still trying to get the plan together. But what a fun thing to be able to go and do as a new golfer.
They even had like a little name card for you.
Yeah, I've
Just
got like
looking-
a little team Titleist like
Yeah.
bag tag and that, you know. Honestly, it was unbelievable. I think Tom Blewett were dying inside because I think I'll live in
Living his dream.
I'll live in his dream.
We're both fucking him this year. Like I buy the chimney, and then your response to the Titleist golfer. He's got nothing left. We've taken it all from him.
But between you and him, like you betting me and like him, he's my motivation in life to just I want to beat him at everything. Like whether
You're setting the bar quite low there. Aren't you?
yeah,
Fucking
but
hell.
he talks such a big game.
Yeah, he does
I had Tory
actually.
Mike on to me yesterday. Like, we still need a game of fives, mate. I want to see what the blue is.
If
like.
we have a game of fives, we're going to reduce our productivity in this building by about 50% because people are getting injured.
Yeah.
Probably, Tom.
Did you see that thing? I don't know who sent it into our chat, but it was like MMA football,
Oh, yeah.
where they're all playing football.
Tom put that in the chat, I
Decking
think.
each other.
that's,
I'll go and go.
that's his Christmas do, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking quality. Right. Thank you everybody for listening and watching and putting up with us this week. And from my perspective, I appreciate all the support on Reddit and in the comments when people are digging me out. I see all the comments. It's nice to see. It genuinely doesn't bother me that it comes part of the course, man. It comes with the territory, doesn't it? But it's nice to see how many people.
Appreciate all the hate as well, because if people are talking about you, they're still talking about you.
Well, it puts what's the word? Engagement towards Adam's videos, in which we're trying to make the best possible videos. So yeah, man, I've enjoyed this week. It's been a good podcast.
Yeah, and if you do watch the next one on Flavor of the Month, if you want to leave any feedback on that, just do it on the podcast because we're more likely to give credence and weight to the opinions of people that listen to the podcast than just people in the comments thread. So if you like it, especially if you watch it on Patreon early or whatever, then let us know if there's anything you want to. Because we did try to change some of the stuff, like making the money, the expense a little bit more clear.
Yeah.
But if there's anything else, or if there are any ideas as well, a lot of people have actually sent me some ideas for places to visit. Just get in there and let us know because we want to make those as good as possible, particularly for the people that watch the podcast because you're the most diehard enjoyers, watchers of what we do. So yeah, thank you.
Sweet. Right. We'll see you on Patreon.